Hello and welcome back to LFDC University. On this channel, we talk all things passive income and digital design. Of course, with full walkthrough tutorials so that you never feel left behind. If that sounds like your jam, please make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell notification so that you get notified every single time I post a video. Today, I want to introduce you guys to a new icon that you will be seeing in specific thumbnails. This is our new icon. If you see this icon on a thumbnail, that means that it has been a requested video by a subscriber. I hope that by seeing this icon, you will be more excited to come to me, ask me questions, and request specific videos. When I created this channel almost a year ago, I saw a gap in the YouTube videos that were out there. A lot of them were a lot of YouTubers explaining things, but there were hardly any that were doing these full tutorials where you can really walk through and see something done step by step. So if you have an idea or a video that you would like, or maybe you watch one of my videos but something's not clear, or you want more information on a topic, you can message me on Instagram, you can message me through email, you can leave a comment on any video you'd like. I look at every single comment and try my very best to reply to every single one. And you can also head over to our Facebook group and post in there some ideas or things that you would like me to cover in future videos. With that being said, today's video is all about how to create different types of mockups that can be used, whether it's for Etsy or other platforms that you're selling on, how to create mockups inside ChatGPT. I mentioned in a previous video that I like to create my mockups using ChatGPT because I want mockups that are different than everybody else's. When I mentioned that, there was a subscriber that specifically asked if I could dive deeper into this topic. So let's head over to ChatGPT and get started. All right, so we are in here, and what I want to do is I want to give it some ideas as to what we are looking for. I don't want to have a bunch of mockups that look the same as everybody else on Etsy. That's not what I want because we want to stick out. So what we don't want are these standard looking mockups like these that you see everywhere. Everyone is using the same mock-up almost, and it's like, okay, that's great for the person who's selling the mock-ups. They're getting a lot of sales. But when you go somewhere and everything looks exactly the same, it's hard for you to choose which item you want as a customer because nothing's really standing out. You're likely to see all the same things looking exactly the same, and then the one that stands out is the one that's going to catch your eye. And that's what we want to do. We want to catch their eye. I use ChatGPT to create a lot of my mockups, and I will choose like a certain theme and I will create maybe like 3 or 4 different things, and then that's what I'm using for those things. So for instance, for Christmas, these were the type of mockups that I was using. For Valentine's Day, I have a few others that I'm using now, and for different times of the year, whether it's summer, winter, fall, etc., you might use different mockups. But regardless, you're not going to want to use the same mockups all the time because that's so boring. Nobody wants to see that. I start off in ChatGPT by basically just saying, I am looking to create some t-shirt mockups that will be perfect for Valentine's Day. I want to feature my digital t-shirt designs, cotton t-shirts that look realistic and comfortable. I prefer the look of folded clothing on wooden tables. Can you help me create a mock-up like this, please? All right, so these are kind of like our starting off points, and to me, they are nowhere near ready yet, but they got some of the main elements that I mentioned. So I love the idea that it has little Valentine's Day things on the first one. So I want to keep that going. But the t-shirts just don't look real, and the way they're facing is not going to be helpful. So I will say this is a great start. I love the added Valentine's Day themed items in the background. I would like to see the t-shirt more forward to show off the design best. The t-shirt also needs to show its texture of the cotton. All right, so here's this one right here. This is cute. So I actually quite like this one. This one is probably one that I would use, and I like this. Let's see, Valentine's Day. This is even spelled correctly, so I love that. So this is probably one that I would utilize. So I would download that. And then this one, a little too strange. That one's not going to work for me. Now what I want to do is get a little more specific as to what this shirt itself color looks like. And I think it would be really cool to have like a tie-dye. So I'm going to say these are beautiful. I really love the second one you created. Can you create another with a tie-dye? T-Y-E? Tie-dye? A tie-dye Valentine's with a tie-dye pattern with Valentine colors. Yes, I love this. I love this so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and download that one. That is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's do one more and let's try. This is so great. Can you create another version that has the trendy bleach wash towards the center of the t-shirt? Okay, it did not know what I meant by bleach wash, but I do love these designs. They're really cool. So I would probably still use these. Let's just do, I might actually use this one. Let's go ahead and use that one. Okay, let's just get maybe a couple more. How about we do, so great. Can you create another with a flat or with a hanging shirt in Valentine's Day tie-dye? Okay, I really love this one. That is super cute, and depending on the design that I have, it might actually look really cute here in the center with that heart. So that is really cute. Let's go ahead and download that one. Gosh, this one's really cute too. Let's generate just one more with trying to keep the center blank. Okay, let's generate one more and have the center of the t-shirt be blank. You know what? I think I'm going to download this one too. It is really cute. All right, so it did not do what I asked, so I'm going to say these do not have a center that is blank with an open space for my design. Can you please try again? Okay, so we're getting the blank design now, but this shirt is not cute. I'm like, okay, good, but that's ugly. So we are getting the blank now, so that is cool. However, I just don't love it. So I'm just going to generate one more time, and we'll just do it like this, regenerate, and see if we can just get something that I like the way it looks a little bit better, I guess. I could also ask for them to do like a red shirt with a white bleach spot in the center. Maybe I'll try that next as well. Okay, so this is definitely better. So this one's definitely better. I don't love it because it kind of looks like a butt, but it's better. We'll say it's better. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm actually thinking, let's do. Can you generate another with a red shirt with a bleach? What do you call that? With a bleach splot or splatter? Bleach. I'm going to say splot or splot splatter, why not? In the center of the chest where my digital design will be. Let's see if it knows what the hell I'm talking about, because it would be awesome if it did. Hey, yes, it did. That's awesome. Okay, very cool. So, we could use something like this. This is what I am looking for. Can you make them look more feminine and have a more realistic cotton texture, please? Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, thank you. Thank you for the curves. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, this is definitely way better. This is a cool shirt. So let's go ahead and download that one. Oh my gosh, this is so fantastic. I am loving it. All right, let's head over to Canva and let me show you what I do after I generate these awesome images. So I use a canvas that is 3000 by 2000. I do this because it seems to be the size that I can create a mock-up, or I can create a listing photo, and it'll work on Etsy and Design Bundles and So Fancy and Creative Fabrica. I think that's all of them. Anyways, it'll work for all of them, and I don't have to make like adjustments and all of that, because that was a pain. I used to do that and that was dumb. So what I do is I start off with a blank page here, and I will name it Valentine's Day Mockups. Or probably, actually, since I sell multiple things, t-shirt mock-ups. Perfection. And I will upload my designs into Canva. And you can keep them just like this if you want. Put your design them in whatever software you have, and then upload them to your Etsy. I just personally don't love them like this, and so I'm going to show you what I do next. Take what you want from what I do, I guess. I'm going to click this one right here, and we're going to make it bigger. I like personally to flip them because I think that we don't really read like this or look like this. I think we tend to look at it more when it's going this direction. I don't know why that is. I just find that to be the case. So I will either choose to keep the background, keep everything the way it is, or I'll make some changes. Now there's a couple ideas that I have originally. Go to Elements and add a background to this, right? Or even something different. And we can move this to the back. Okay, and then we can add some sort of shadow. Selecting that, scrolling down, I go to shadow and then I hit glow. And then I will probably, since it's dark on dark, I would probably switch this to either a white, or even since it's Valentine's Day, maybe a red or a pink. Okay, and then I might leave it like that. Add my little, logo to the corner there if I wanted to, and then there's my little logo, and then I would consider this completed if I wanted to do it that way. The next way would be to delete that background, go to Edit Photo, and remove the background so that it only leaves the shirt. Okay, and then remember we had that glow on there, so I would have to remove that. All right, so that's removed now. And then now what I would do is I would add in some element towards the background. Maybe I would choose this color. I would actually probably choose a deeper color, to be honest, but let's layer, send to the back. And then I would definitely make this bigger, because this is the whole feature of this is the whole point of it, is to be able to see my design. And then I would probably add a bit of a shadow. Again, I would probably use a glow, but in this case, yeah, I do want it to be the black glow. And then I would just kind of mess with the size a little bit. There we go. Just feels more realistic that way. And then I might leave it like that. I might choose to maybe, let's move this down a bit. We could choose to add some white lights Go to graphics, and let's see, maybe some warm ones. We might choose to do something like this. These actually look super fake, so I don't like those at all. I'm a picky one, what can I say? Nope, those look terrible too. I like real looking lights. These string ones are usually a little more realistic. Those are pretty bad, but let's put those like that, and then I would maybe layer and put them backwards. You know, I might choose to do something like this, okay? And then I would leave that one. Another idea, real quick. Oh, another idea would be to, let's start all over real quick. All right, so then what we would do is we would just add the image back again, okay? And then we would go to Edit Photo and Magic Expand. Magic Expand is really cool. It basically will try to expand your background using AI, and oftentimes it turns out wonderful. So you can do freeform or whole page. I'm going to click on full page. You can do these other ratios as well, but they're just not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to do whole page, and then we're going to click Magic Expand, and we're going to see what it generates. Like I said, sometimes it's super successful. Sometimes you're like, what is that? These are our options, and they are great. So we can choose to use this Magic Expand feature and create our design. You can go through and kind of decide, like, this one has these weird artifacts or whatever you would want to call this. So I wouldn't choose that one. This one overall looks really nice, and this one looks really nice. I think actually this one is my favorite. Let me just double check. So this one's my favorite. So let's say that we do this one here and we say done. Now I would flip it. Wonderful. And you can choose to, you know, make it a little bit bigger if you want. If you want your design to really pop, you know, the whole point is to show off your design. But it's nice to have these little trinkets in the background because it seems more purposeful. And then we're going to go layer and send to back just so that my little logo pops up. All right, so that's number one. That's our first one. Let's go and just add a page. And we're going to do the same thing, but with the next design. So this time, let's use this. Let's use this one right here. Let's make it bigger. And this time, I don't want the background at all. I know that already. So I'm going to go to Edit and remove the background. We have removed the background, and this is what we have. We basically just have a t-shirt on a hanger. Okay, so at this point, you can do whatever you'd like. I like a more warm feel to my design. So I am going to probably, I'm thinking, do I want to tilt it? I might tilt it, but with a hanger, it kind of looks silly tilted. But we don't have to show the hanger. That's right, we don't. However, all right, so I kind of love my designs tilted, but you don't have to. It's totally up to you. So let's say we're doing something like this, okay? So our first shirt looks like this, and then our second one looks like this, and now we need some type of background, so let's go find something like that real quick. Let's go with warm wood tone background. And these are graphics. Let's click on photos and see what we got. I always love ones like this, but I don't think this one will work very well. Let's test it though. So let's make it big enough, and then let's send it to the back. I actually kind of love it. I might dim it down a bit, but I really love it. Let's go to Edit Photo and see if we can, maybe we like one of these. Oh, what about this one? Yep, I love that. So you see, sometimes it's really just a simple fix, and it just, I don't know, it just will turn into what you're looking for. So all we did was go to Edit Photo and click on a different filter, and that gave it, I don't know, just like a warmer, better look to me. I'm going to go ahead and add a shadow, Edit Photo, and go down to shadows. And I always like just using glow. And that looks great to me. And let's just double check. Okay, that's cute. So let's just grab this one, and I'm going to push the Alt key down, and I'm just going to move my logo. And now it's on this one. Okay, let's add another page, and we are going to go to, going to go to our uploads, and this time we're going to select this one right here. And I am going to, let's see, how do I want to do this? This one I might just keep the way it is. Yeah, I think I might actually just keep this one the way it is and not add a background, not really change anything. There we go. You can kind of see like this glow right up here. I don't love that, so I'm going to bump it up a bit so you can't see that. And then I'm just going to push the Alt key down and move this down. Okay, let me click on the grid view here and you can see the mockups that we have. So right now we have these three. I actually want to move this one over here. Just aesthetically, it's bugging me that these are too close in color. I know I'm really silly about it, but that's how I am. And so these might be 3 of my listing photos that I use for every single Valentine's Day image that I use. And then I just kind of alternate between them so that my Etsy store or whatever store doesn't all look like the same shirt over and over and over. So going back to the regular view, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a couple of my new designs and then I'll show you how I put them on here and then that'll be it. Now I have uploaded a few of my new Valentine designs. So what I would do is I would just decide which one would look best on what shirt. So let's just test this out. Let's grab our little whales and I'm going to turn them a bit. Now I can make this a little bigger so that we can see it better too. There we go. And we want to make the design as big as possible without it looking fake. And I think they would be a little more tilted. Okay, so there we go. Now we could leave them there, but we are going to drop the transparency bit to make them look a little bit more realistic. A lot of people drop their transparency down a great deal, but I don't. I only do about 90, and that just between 90 and 95. It really depends, especially because a lot of my stuff is kind of like that watercolor feel. If I drop this down to like 75, like a lot of people say to do, that looks like shit. So I don't want to do that. I want it to look realistic, but I also don't want to wash out my design. So don't just pick a number, choose a number, look at it and see if that looks right. So you don't want to necessarily do 100 because it's unrealistic that regardless of how they decide to press it on the shirt, whether they're using UV DTF or sublimation, that they're going to get it to look exactly like this. It's just, you know, how it is. It's that those colors and stuff are going to be worked into the fiber. And so it's going to change a bit. And so you want it to look more realistic, but you don't want to not sell your design. So you want to be honest, you know, if I put it at 75, I'm lying and saying you're going to get some transparent whales. So we're going to go with 95%, and that just makes it look more realistic on the shirt. And if we back up a bit, that is what my mock-up would look like. It looks super, super cute. I actually would probably, let me see. Nope, I like that just like that. So that is that design, or you can, you know, adjust it. I just think this one looks really cute. It still pops the design really well. And in my other photos, I'm going to show the design in bigger detail as well. But this is an eye-catching image in my opinion. So the next one is a lighter colored, and so I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to choose the chicks. So let's make them a little bit bigger and we will tilt them as well. And here we go. And then we will drop the transparency down on them. Let's do 95 again, or I just did 96, didn't I? Let's do 95. Okay, and now let's try 90. 90 looks best to me for this one. Okay, and then I think this might not be tilted quite perfectly. There we go. And now let's put our little cows on this one. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I can't even with the cuteness. Everybody's just all about these cows lately. I love it. I even love that they're like right in the middle of the heart. That's super cute. And then let's drop that down to 95. And then I can zoom in so you guys can really see how adorable that looks. So cute. And so when you put it on your Etsy page, you know that first listing photo is a square. And so the square is going to be like this, like that. And so you're really going to get a really beautiful image. It's going to look different than everybody else's. And I think they turned out so cute. If we put it in grid view, these are, 3 different listing photos. And they all just look super cute and really show off the designs. Well guys, I hope you guys found this tutorial fun and exciting for doing mockups in ChatGPT. It really is a really fun way of using ChatGPT or DALL-E 3 to create really cool, unique listing photos that nobody else is going to have. Nobody can recreate your exact listing, and to me that's the coolest thing. It's way better to stand out than to just be one amongst 1,000. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up as it's super helpful in the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!